Good morning, YouTube. It is 5:30 in the morning. It's really early and I just woke up. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I will be talking about NaNoWriMo and showing you my typical NaNoWriMo day. It is a weekday, and the reason why I'm going to film this video on a weekday is because for the month of November, most of the days that I will be participating in NaNoWriMo are going to be work days, and it's going to be during the week. So with that being said, I'm going to show you my typical Nano day on a weekday when I have a million other things to balance, including my full-time job. So let's get this day started. I am here in my office, and I'm sorry that I did not film in the car, but it was really dark when I drove to work this morning, so it would literally be me talking in the dark, and that just seemed kind of pointless. Not to mention I would be driving, and that's unsafe, and I'm also trying to get to work on time. But normally in the car, what I'll do is I will turn off the radio, I'll turn off any distractions, and I'll just kind of brainstorm for the day what I'm going to write. You know, what the scene will be, what the dialogue, you know, what I want it to sound like. So I'll kind of set my intentions and my goals for the day in the car on my car ride, because I do have a 45-minute transit time to get to work. Once I get to work, I will grab a notebook and write down all my ideas that I had in the car. And unfortunately, I'm not able to work on those ideas right away because I have to work. So I'll open up my emails, log into the system, generate any reports I need to generate, kind of make my sales call plan for the day, and I'll work until about 11:30, and that's normally when I go on my lunch break. And I'll normally take my computer and go to Starbucks or Barnes & Noble, and that's where I will sit down and get some writing in for about an hour. So right now I'm going to get to work, and then you guys will see in a little bit when I go on my lunch break. Alrighty, it is noon, and so it is my lunch break. I am about to grab my computer and head on over to Starbucks. It's just right across the street from my office, which is great. Had a really busy, productive morning. I'm feeling a lot better. I feel like my sickness is going away, and I'm just excited to get to writing. Alright, so super quick writing update, since I am stopped in traffic right now, is that I just finished writing at Starbucks and I wrote 1,200 words. My goal is to write 1,670 words per day because there are 30 days in November, and if you want to write 50,000 words, then you have to write like 1,666 words per day to meet that writing goal. So I aim for 1,670 a day. If I write more than that, then that is awesome. So I hit 1,200 words, which is great for me to do in an hour. I was really feeling it today, so that was awesome. So I'm gonna go back to work, and then I will probably leave around 4:30. I'll get home and cook dinner. Then I'm going to write some more, since I only have about 470, almost 500 more words to do. I think this is going to be a really good day, and if I can get in even more than that, that'll help me out in the long run for the days where maybe I don't have enough time, or if I have something going on a certain day. It's really hard to fit writing into my schedule sometimes. So the more I can get done each day, the more I try to do, but I at least hit 1,670 words per day. So that is my update. Okay, so I am home now. I am in my home office. It is 5:30 in the evening, and I actually had a little snack when I got home. So normally when I get home, I cook dinner, and my fiance and I will eat dinner and just kind of sit on the couch and relax. But I don't think he's going to be home for another hour or so, and I feel motivated. So normally a typical NaNoWriMo day, I end up writing during my lunch break at work, and then I end up writing in the evening. So around 8 o'clock or maybe 7:30 to 9, I'll do the rest of my writing. But like I said, since I have time right now and I feel motivated, and it is 5:30, it doesn't matter because I'm still gonna get my writing in. Might as well get it done early, right? But one of the things I forgot to mention this morning was that I did prep in the month of October for NaNoWriMo, and prepping is really important because you need to have some sort of idea as to what you're going to write and what your plot is, your story is, titles, characters. You need to have an idea of all of this before you can actually sit down and start writing. So recently on Pinterest, I found something called bullet journals, and I'm basically obsessed with them, even though I'm not very good with artwork. Again, I'm a writer, not an artist or an illustrator. So I found this one bullet journal on Boho, and I'll leave her information down below. She has a YouTube channel, and she did a video on her NaNoWriMo bullet journal, and she also put a blog post with very detailed pictures, you know, very high quality pictures, so you can actually see what she wrote. But I actually decided to do that same thing in the month of October so that I could prep properly for NaNoWriMo for November. And I'm just gonna show you real fast what it is I did. So I have this journal, it says dreams on it, but it can be any kind of notebook that you have at home. So this is the same format that Boho did for her. She has her legend over here, which is different colors. So the topics are world building, plot, characters, titles, and planning. And then in her content area, I will post pictures of this too and put it on my blog as well. But you have your content, so we have a Preptober checklist, your Nano outline, October and November logs, title ideas, plot ideas, name ideas, character archetypes, how to write stronger characters, personality types, a settings brainstorm, what your magic system is, or if it's, you know, science fiction, like what science and what technology is available in your world, plot archetypes, a what if page, a word count tracker, your characters' motivations, and also the character relationships and how they are all interconnected. So then I do have this cover page. It's very bland right now because I haven't had time to really fill it in and make it pretty. But so here you can see I've colored each tab depending on what it corresponds to in the legend. So green, for example, was planning. So this is a Preptober checklist. I told myself in October the things I'm going to do are determine the point of view for my story, have my plot idea by October 15th, update my NaNoWriMo profile, set up my word count tracker, and choose rewards for different milestones that I hit, have my plot outline by October 31st, write a brief synopsis of the story, have some detailed character sketches by October 31st, create the rules of my world, create a Pinterest board or an inspiration board and a music playlist, have my full outline and characters developed by October 31st. And then I also put on here in October that I need to post this video, which is my typical Nano day. So that was the last thing on my Preptober checklist. So then, next here, it's yellow because that stands for plot. And you'll see it says Nano outline. So I already have my outline figured out on my computer, so I'm just going to briefly write what's going to happen in the beginning, middle, and end. So I have Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. Then we have more planning for October and November, and this is just a list of, you know, the weekdays and weekends and also the actual dates. And next to each of it, I'm going to kind of see, so it's like a bird's eye view of all the stuff I have going on. Anything in pink is going to be for Junior League. Anything I write in green is going to be a work-related event or meeting. Anything in purple is going to be personal. And anything I write in blue will be a NaNoWriMo goal or event that I am trying to achieve. This is kind of a tracker for your 2 months to make sure that you are staying on track and so that you know what days you might have something going on where you can't actually write that day, so you'll have to make up for it another day. It's just good to know that stuff ahead of time. So then a lot of these are blank again because I didn't want to write in there and then show it to you guys because I want to keep an element of surprise for my new dark fantasy series. So you can have a titles page where you can brainstorm a bunch of titles for your manuscript or for your series. And then also plot ideas, you can, brainstorm a bunch of different plot ideas, subplots, romantic subplots, things like that. Then the next few pages, you have character names. Of course, because I am writing a fantasy novel, there will be many characters in my book, so keeping all of their first and last names straight is going to be very important. And then I also have archetypes. So this is something I'll have to do some research on. There's heroes, heroines, villains. There are different character archetypes that you can have, and so I kind of want to list what those archetypes are and which one each of my characters is. I have another page for writing stronger characters, and this is just going to be some advice that I find. It's more of like reference material, just how I can write stronger characters and maybe which ones I need to work on more. The next page is personality types, again, for my characters. I also have a page for my settings as well as for my magic system. Also plot archetypes and a what if page. I have my word count tracker, my character motivations, and last but not least, my character relationships and how they are all interconnected. There are a bunch of pages left over, so again, this is just kind of starting out, and I wanted to film this before I started writing in it so that I didn't share some things that were very near and dear to my story that I don't want to be revealed yet. But I will link Boho Berry's bullet journal information, her YouTube channel with that video, as well as her blog post down below because hers is beautiful. She's so artistic and all the pages look amazing and mine just looks so crappy compared to hers. But this is something that I'm going to use for NaNoWriMo, and I think it will keep me motivated to write every day for my story. Okay, so I just finished writing some of my dark fantasy book, and I wrote another, I wrote 1,200 today, so I'm at 1,900. I wrote another 700-ish words, so I hit 1,907 words today, which is awesome. That means I met my goal because I was supposed to write 1,670 words. So I achieved that, actually exceeded that by like 300 words. I'm actually going to sign off here because it has been a long work day and I am really tired, especially after writing and working. So I just want to relax, go read a book or watch TV or do something like that. So I'm going to say goodbye here. I hope that this video helped you in some way or got you inspired or prepared for NaNoWriMo. I hope that seeing my typical Nano day and knowing that I do have a full-time job and a full-time work schedule where I work 40 hours a week and can still manage to hit my writing goals motivates you and inspires you. It is possible. It does take a lot of dedication, a lot of focus, and a lot of effort, but it can be done. And if you love writing and it's your passion, then you will make time for it, always. Thanks so much for watching. On your way out, if you could subscribe to my channel, that would mean a lot to me. I hope everyone has a great and productive month of October, as well as an awesome NaNoWriMo this November. Bye, guys.